Give me coordinates. Give me your location, what you think. Give me clues where you think things could happen. And the people were saying, oh, it's a girl. That's a girl. The guy, the person at the doorbell with that ripped the doorbell off is a girl. Well, that guy I just showed you is Ronald Lopez watching this. And he got very upset.
Welcome back to another Morbid Sunshine. Today I have a clip from the channel of Doug Live Northport 2711. Ronald Aaron Lopez, possible suspect in the Nancy Guthrie case. Fitting description. If the man in the mask, who I thought it could possibly have been a woman. Now we're going to watch this clip. This was a day ago, and I feel I've got a sick feeling it's him.
So he writes on there. He didn't want anyone accusing the person of being a female. Here it is.
Hi, Ronald. You got an actual GPS here? Thank you very much. Okay, let me write this down. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
He looks so like him as well.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
The person.
About it? What am I looking for here?
The coordinates for Nancy or for him.
Thank you very much. Okay. I appreciate that. One of my mods, can you please screenshot that? Okay.
It does look a bit.
You guys got that? Screenshot that for me, please.
Strange, he didn't like anyone saying he was a female. So this here is sleuth intuition. He had someone.
No, just a sick bastard. That's what you are, mate.
Watching that told him about it, and then he got on and told her. So he got on here and
okay, so the coordinates
they looked
that were
up
placed
that location, and it's a homeless shelter up in
Coalition
Washington.
For the Homeless.
So he's trying to say that he's up in Washington.
Is this where this guy was?
But you're gonna see there's a lot more to this. There's a lot more to this. I think that was to throw people off, saying that he was up in Washington. But there's so much more to this. It all ties together. You gotta see this. Remember the Kia that they saw on the camera? Remember this guy at the garbage?
Oh, wow. It does look like a Kia.
Cans with the two backpacks. Do you remember the Kia? If you look way back to the left there, you see that white Kia? And you notice his backpack is bloody. Do you see that? Everyone says, oh no, it could be ketchup, it could be tomato sauce, it could be hot sauce. Oh, it's not blood. Well, it sure looks like blood to me. But wait till you see how this ties together. Backpack is bloody. Do you see that? Everyone says, oh no, it could be ketchup, it could be tomato sauce, it could be hot sauce. Oh, it's not blood. Well, it sure looks like blood to me. But wait till you see how this ties together. It's incredible. I have been searching to find this address, where this is at, for a long time. But Ronald Lopez ties it together. I'm looking here. I'm going, okay, let's put this together. You got the Kia, you got the bloody backpack, you got this guy right around the time where Nancy went missing, in the same town, 5 miles away. And let's look at this. So what I did is I started researching the name to find out where he lives. We found Florida, we found New Jersey, we found Washington, but I kept looking to find out where this scene was right here. And I found, this is a map someone put up, but wouldn't give the exact address. So I'm just going, something's not right. So I got on.
Come out in the end
and
when people
I
stop
looked up every
the
Ronald
attention
Lopez
so much for
there is.
the ransom note.
Every single one, trying to find a clue that ties this all together.
I have a feeling there'll be other cases surrounding this gentleman. I'm going to have a look, but yeah, well, let's listen on anyways.
You're not going to...
I want to watch it properly with yourselves, you know, but sorry I'm not on camera. I just really caught it and I thought, oh my, this is big news.
Believe this. I found a Ronald Lopez that's older, maybe a older brother, maybe a parent, maybe a father. And you know where they were? You know where the person lives? Right inside the circle. Inside the circle. He has ties here. And it also said that he goes to Mexico. This guy got pissed that they said it was a female. I'm not a female. He didn't say the guy's not a female. He said, I'm not a female. He slipped up. He made a mistake, a huge mistake. That is like a confession. Look at this. I want to show you something. See the neck? Look at how, see how his neck has always, day or night, has always got something around it. See this? Look at this. He's always got something around his neck. Very strange, very familiar. Let's look at another photo. Let's see if it continues. Gee, look at it does. Look at the black around his neck. He's always got like a filler there, always covering the neck. I've never seen anyone in my life. Here's another one. Never seen that in my entire life where somebody always has that on, covering their neck. I don't know if he's covering, hiding something. Here's another one. Oh, wow. This isn't just familiar. This just isn't a coincidence. Here's another one. Boy, what a coincidence. So let's look at the, here's another, wait a minute. Here's another one. Wow, that's very normal. Everyone wears a double. Oh, look at here. The guy with the backpack.
Yeah, he had a black. He's cut the bottom of his beard off, hasn't he?
Look at that. I don't know if it's a hoodie, what it is underneath there. Here's at the scene of the front door. The guy is walking away. You can see the hoodie right there on his neck. Look at here. Look at how his neck's all swollen underneath of there. Yeah, he's got something under there against his neck, and this one too.
Neck. He's all chin.
Under his mask and his shirt. I'm not going to go through and show every one of these because there's over 54 pages of text messages he's copied about calling bomb threats into 911, talking about death, talking about people ending their lives, talking about kidnapping. I mean, this goes on, and this is like 4 or 5 years ago. He has this, I'm just showing the facts. This is what he has printed on his social media. He's got this. What is this? Who does something like this? If this, I mean, I'm not saying one flew over the cuckoo's nest, but I mean, this stuff is scary. This stuff is scary. You've got to put it together yourself. I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything, but that's your decision. I'm just here to show you what he did, what he said. He said, I'm not a female. When they were talking about the suspect at the door, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to replay all the stuff before the timeline. So people that haven't seen my channel and haven't seen this stuff, this is the timeline of the Nancy Guthrie case. Nancy Guthrie was taken from her home February 1st, 2026. If you have any information about who did this, please call the police department or the FBI. There is a $1 million reward. Actually, it's over $1.2 million reward. And there's no questions asked. Okay, you saw the video of what we missed last time. I was doing research. Someone wrote me and told me something that I missed. And when I looked at this, I couldn't believe it. We're going to go through the whole timeline so people understand, and people say they don't understand what we're talking about. We're going to go into every detail from the beginning till the end. This is Nancy Guthrie. A normal night, she's going to go have a dinner with her family. She takes an Uber to their house. She has a great time. They give her a ride back, and at 9:48, they get back, they open the garage door, and she goes in.
If
2 minutes later, 9:50, the garage door closes. It's really dark out. Actually, it's darker than this photo. This photo was lit up just so you could see the house. And see that dark entrance? That's where we'll have a problem in a few minutes. Nancy's sleeping. It's now 1:47 a.m. and someone's at her front door. I don't know how he didn't know to block himself with a towel or a cardboard or something coming up to the Nest doorbell camera. You would think he must not be professional. He goes out and rips flowers out of the ground to try to block the camera. He must not think the night vision can see him right now. And he's got to get up close with the flowers, which makes no sense. If he planned this out, he should have had something, turned his head back and walked up with his hand, just like that, but far away with his head turned. He should have been prepared. Obviously, he wasn't prepared. I don't think this guy knows what he's doing. And notice how he tilts sideways. And notice the shape of the backpack. Someone said when he reaches up, you can see a tattoo on his arm, but that's stretching it if you ask me. But you'll see the shape of his backpack. It almost looks like there's another backpack in there. 2 a.m. Her pacemaker spikes. She must have been startled by something. The reason we know this is because she had it connected to her phone. So as soon as this monitor shows an increase in the heart rate, it sends a signal to the phone. The phone is linked to this device unless you get too far away. Now 2:12 a.m. Another camera, I'm not sure if it's this one or another one, detects a motion. So it actually goes off, but there's no image. I don't know if they're going to be able to get that image. I think they're trying to. Now 2:28. The pacemaker that was communicating with her phone has disconnected. She is too far away for her pacemaker to send a signal to her phone. That means she has left the area and her phone is not with her. So her phone is in the house and she's not. That's what it means when the link between the two devices disconnects. 2:26 a.m. A few miles from Nancy's house, a car races by. With the timing is perfect from when he left to that house, the distance and the time pretty much tells us this is the car that left the house. And you'll see it right here. It's actually a Kia Soul, a white Kia Soul. You'll see it go by fast, and then I'm going to slow it down. Then I'm going to stop it. It's hard to see. Right here, it's a Kia Soul. That's a white Kia Soul. And you know what? We need to remember this, the white Kia Soul. Okay, we had to look this up to see if Ring cameras can actually be off. And it says, yeah, they could be off an hour or several hours. And with the time zone changing around this time, it could be screwed up. Even though Arizona does not change back and forth, the time zone. But it's very crucial because this guy was ruled out. He was actually ruled out because the time says 1:52 a.m. Or actually, this started at 1:52 a.m. So they're saying there's no way he could have been there. But if you add an hour, it's 2:52 a.m. And it would make it perfect timing for him to drive the 5 miles from her house to that backyard right there. Perfect timing. Okay, this guy was seen trying to get into someone's backyard. Originally, people said, oh, he was cleared, that's his house. Not true. Somebody wrote in, put the Ring camera video on, and said this guy was trying to break into my backyard. So mathematically at 2:52, it makes sense 100%. This whole thing ties together. This ties together when you add that hour, exact timing. So here we have him. We have him walking up, 2 backpacks. He looked like he took a flashlight out of his mouth, put it in the other hand, put something in his pocket. Maybe it was the flashlight that was in his mouth. Doesn't know how to open the gate. See how he tilts sideways, just like that other guy. Trying to get on the right side of the gate. Now he's trying to get on the left side.
This by Nancy?
He has no idea how to open that gate. It's not his house. People said it's his house. It's not his house.
No.
Couldn't get in.
Could be another situation.
Put something back in his mouth.
What happened that night?
Or took the flashlight out, maybe. Maybe he had the flashlight out so he could see in the backyard. Maybe he had the flashlight in his mouth.
What I want to say is, yeah, that's a very good point. He's got the flashlight in his mouth like he had in the footage. Situations like this, they don't normally, I know it sounds bad, just try one house. They go around, like Koberger, go around, hit on a few women's houses, try and go through with it. But this guy's a bit of a sicko like that as well. And the fact that he's so proud of it, he's wrote ransom notes, he's putting terrain maps up for everyone to find an address, his face. I reckon somebody has done that just to get him back for what he's done to Nancy. I reckon somebody's just blown that up there. I don't think personally he would have went on YouTube and done that himself, but the identity is too precise for my liking, you know. And I'm afraid I think
maybe he put it in there. I don't know.
Something odd here.
Because it's dark in the backyard. But this is the video we.
This was probably footage when the bins probably got emptied and stuff like that. It's unfortunate. This is why they probably said they had to go to a landfill. And that'll explain now, because this guy, clearly blood all over him. No, that's blood. Okay, seeping out the bag. Oh gosh. Just hope it was quick and the poor lady was alright and didn't suffer. The man is a monster. You can't have, it's like a child to me. You know, they're so vulnerable that age. What a sick bastard. But yeah, I guess, I surmise that the bins were emptied and they got this footage, and it was, you know, triggered somebody's brilliant thank you, whoever gave them this footage, because this has given us ideas of where Nancy could possibly be now.
I'm not going to explain the pocket. Is if you want to see the details, go to my last video, and you'll see the pocket sticking out. Looks like there's a gun in there. It's not a water bottle in his pocket. I took a close-up photo, and here's the bombshell evidence. Look to the left back there, way back there. You can't even hardly see it till you zoom in. This is what I missed. It's a Kia Soul. A Kia Soul is way off to the left. A white Kia Soul. Do you see it back there? I don't know if you can see it in this cut. But what I'm going to do is I'll just zoom it in so you guys get an idea. You know what a Kia Soul looks like. Here it is. That's in the background there to the left. The car that was seen leaving the house. The Kia Soul. That's it. Right there. Here's another shot. I changed the angle. That's the Kia Soul.
Well done.
That's the Kia Soul. Right there. If you think, you know, like Nancy Grace says, there is no coincidence in crime. Okay, this is something we have no idea why he was lifting the backpack up over. I have no idea, but you can see it looks like there's a gun in his pant pocket, something really big. We're just trying to figure this stuff out. And actually, this next thing, what started this, I never even figured this out. Someone wrote me and said, hey, if you look at your photo, he sent me the photo that I had of the, what people said was a water bottle right here that doesn't look like a water bottle. But anyway, he said, look at the sleeve. It looks like there's blood smeared on the sleeve and maybe on the hand there. Like that inside pouch was bloody and it was leaking on his hand. And I was like, oh my God. I think you're right. And then I started thinking, remember when I said, oh, there's red, looks like there's red. I said, I don't know if that's blood on his hand. On this shot right here, remember when I said that? That looks like blood. It actually does. And this isn't the bombshell. That's the bombshell's coming up. But the next, remember I played this and I got another photo right here, another angle that it looks like blood also. And I'm putting the two together. So I start searching through the video, trying to look at stuff closer, kind of like when we saw the Kia later. We didn't know the Kia was there for what, a week? This is graphic content. It might be disturbing to some people. Turn it off or leave the room if you don't want to watch this. It does involve blood. This is what we never thought that this was after. That's why I never thought the red stuff was blood. I thought this was before it happened. But if you add an hour to it, it's exactly perfect timing. And now I understand.
It must be his balaclava in his pocket.
And why it was red. Is that blood? Look at that. Coming out of the side of the backpack.
I'm sorry, my phone's playing.
Oh my God. This is terrible news. I don't even want this to be true. This is not what we wanted to hear. We didn't want to see this.
No, I know.
We didn't want to think about this. But we've got to face the fact. It looks like the whole top is squirting out with, it doesn't look like, I mean, it's not ketchup or it's not paint. It's terrible. I almost wish I wouldn't have noticed this, but because it kind of changed, it might change things now of what we're what we're thinking, because we were all praying she was alive. I just don't understand why no one will listen to me on this video. No one will look at him as a suspect and interview him again. They said he was cleared because the time didn't match, that it was impossible for him to be there. Well, if
I wish I watched this. I wish I watched you before, sir. I've been really concerned of why there's no CCTV, and this is the most I've seen. And yeah, he's 100% spot right at this guy.
clock was wrong, which they always are. Mine has always been wrong. I mean, probably, was it, not like 15 years. It's always been wrong, and it's wrong right now. I'm looking at it right now. So you almost have to throw that out. But time-wise, if you add an hour to that, it's perfect timing for him to leave there and get to here. This is downtown. It's 5 miles from her house.
Oh my goodness.
And he's trying to get into the backyard. We don't know what he's doing. This isn't good news. But is that blood? I mean, you tell me.
It does. And we're not shy to what happens and what's the easiest way to, and being cold and calculated that they are disposing. I mean, he's going for an 84-year-old woman. He's not going to be too concerned about disposing of her. I think with the blood being in the house, maybe he did it in the house, in her house, in the bath perhaps. You know, I know it sounds sick and everything, but this is just like the timeline of it. It's just so quick. He's disposed of her as soon as he's done what. I have no idea why he's done this. This is the crazy thing. This man needs arresting.
Am I imagining this? Do you guys not see all these clues? You don't think everything looks, everything ties together. The hoodie, there's a hoodie.
I'll have a look to see if he's on Facebook, as well as try and track him on any of the YouTube channels that are out here, and see if he's in here, because you know what, I think a guy like this will be no problem to find, because he's such a show off, you know. This is like a recognition killing, you know, like to get attention for a crime, like, you know, bit like Bundy didn't care if he got caught in the end, you know. There would have been signs by this man. I reckon he's got previous. You just don't go out the blue and do this.
When he's at the front door, you can see a hoodie. He's got two hoodies here. He's got a black one and a gray one. You can see the hoodie. Right here, look at the, oh yeah, you can see the hoodie there. Look at the backpack. It looks like it has that little black one before inside of there. See that?
It looks like there's starting a stainage of some kind there. In the before one. If you just look in closer there, like, it's very compact. Very compact. What's he doing? What's he gonna do? So what's in that bag? Sheets, stuff like that. I have no idea what is in that bag. It's quite heavy looking.
To recognize him. Even though it's blurry, someone knows who that is. And he had a goatee. And who shaves their head? So now we're at the house and the cops are there. The Pima County Sheriff's Department is there. And I'm talking, the media is swarming up and down the street. We got the FBI there. The FBI came a few days later, and actually I think they should have had the tape up longer. The police tape should have been up longer. Should have been up for a month, if you ask me. I've seen it up longer here in this little town.
Yeah, JLR was there, and Brian Eaton was there a long time. But you know, when these guys go, I think the police should take charge and say, listen, stand there, please. Keep the fuck away. It might not have tape there yet, but you can't do that. There's blood. There was blood on a front door. This man could have been dismembering her in the house, and you're walking all over the patio and everything. It's fucking outrageous, to be fair. And you know, YouTubers don't know what you're doing. Sometimes I just think you should keep well away from a crime scene or a possible crime scene.
But look at this media. There was every media from all over the world. It wasn't just the U.S. You could hear people blah, 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 blah. You could hear people talk in different languages everywhere. Many neighbors have come and left signs. They left flowers. We've had people all over ordering flowers and having it delivered right here. Listen to this. 0.04 miles away from Nancy's house. This is on the 19th. This is over 2 weeks after the kidnapping. I don't get it. This is at 3 a.m. This is just a block away from her house, and this guy's got this backpack with the reflector, very similar clothes, and his back, he's got something sticking out about 2 feet. And you hear clunking. He sounds like pots and pans. What is this?
Maybe he's camping.
Look carefully. His coat is sticking out about 2 feet behind him. Now we've got the cops coming a little bit after. I'm not sure if the homeowner called the cops. I'm not sure if the Ring camera did it. But you can also see, if you watch the beginning of the video, you can see the light is on inside the Mercedes. There's an emblem on the ground, which means somebody was either trying to get in or was in. Now look at here.
Why did the police just circle it like that and then just get off? That's very, very odd.
Look at this coat. It makes no sense. It's sticking out like 2 feet, and it's clunking like it's got shovels and pans. I don't understand. Someone needs to look behind this house. It's only 0.4 miles from her house. This is very fishy.
Wow.
Very strange. Who is this guy? Did they check him? You know, is that his car? We need answers.
Yes.
Did they interview this? Did they find this guy? Does he own the car?
I have guys from all over Mexico and in the US. If you could see, or if you recognise this guy, there's £1 million reward out there to be claimed. And, you know, this man needs he's got a serious sickness.
He lived there? Very strange. But I think that, I'm assuming they called in and reported the homeowner. So it can't be him. It just doesn't make sense. We need to get somebody on this. Have the police looked into this? You know, I don't know what they've seen or what they haven't. This just makes no sense. I don't get it.
Somebody needs to contact the police.
I don't get it. Why is his coat sticking out 2 feet? Now the Pima County Sheriff stay at the house all night long, keep it protected. They have for a month, and I think they just stopped doing it. I think it was yesterday. Lots of community support here. Hundreds of people have signed this. This is out in front of the news station.
I must send.
Now this is the current photo. What the homeowners association did to get rid of everybody, they went to the police department and they put an order within 2 miles of this house, no one can park.
Good.
Even in the right of way. They just, because the homeowners association, not everybody around here is in the association either. It's, some people refuse to honor it. And, you know, there's just some Karens. I don't know what they look like, who they are, but there's some Karens that caused this, that went and complained to everybody, and they put up signs saying to leave and get out of here. I feel like they don't care about Nancy. You know what? Some of these neighbors refuse to give the police their videos, their security cameras, so they couldn't even look to see if they have extra footage to find out who this is. Wouldn't even help out. And some of these Karens, you know, they're making this a cold case by pushing everyone out and get out of here. If it was Karen that was kidnapped, she would.
This is it with people now. People say this community, there isn't. There hasn't been any community since the 90s. I'm going to be honest. Nobody has community anymore. Nobody cares anymore. And this is the consequence. The likes of Human case, the likes of the Guthrie case. It's your citizens around you that don't want to give. Like, if there was something really up, even though you're my enemy, right? I know I'm not Christian or anything, but I do believe helping someone, yeah? But there's a lot of Karens out there who like to, yeah, I get what he's saying actually, you know.
Definitely want someone to look. And if it was her mother, she would want the media to stay there. I can guarantee it, because I know I would. Listen, if the person that did this is listening, please let her go. The family needs her back. And if it's not possible, if you can't do that, you could at least tell the family where she is. That's all they need. They need closure on this. They need Nancy home. They need Nancy home. Have a heart. Please do this for them. And for anybody that knows the person that did this, it's $1 million. It's actually more than that. It's over $1.2 million. The guy that did it doesn't need to know you turned him in. Nobody needs to know. You can be anonymous and still get the money. I've heard that they'll just bring you a briefcase full of money, no questions asked, and you don't have to meet with them. No questions asked. Turn them in. Turn them in. Get that money for yourself. Turn them in.
Oh, look at her picture.
Please say a prayer.
Look, I'm thinking Nancy
for Nancy
and
Guthrie and the entire family.
Please. Got here a find of Lopez via Eva, his ex-wife, a restraining order and a divorce, and it was filed in 2021 in Texas, in Tarrant County. Just give me a second, I'll read through it. Here's a little Google PDF search. So, and he had a probation order over drugs, underground drugs, something, indictment in 2014. This is just for a random drug test. I don't know why, but it's not relevant. I'm just seeing if there's anything that stands out with him. Bank robbery. If it's the same guy. I don't know. It's gotta have Aaron. Let's look on Facebook. I don't care where anyone knows where I live. I'm never ever going to murder myself. I've got 2 children. And if anything happens to me, it's definitely to do with the government. Okay. Right. Let's have a look for his name now. What is it? His name is Ronald. What a horrible name. I wonder if he's seen my video. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Considering I don't get anybody ever hitting on my channel. No. Roberts or LOPEZ. But this video. It's adorable. Here he is on YouTube as well. He's got his own little playlist. Why I am not being removed from having human rights violations and war crimes afflicted on my every moment of life. My name is RONALD LOPEZ. Wow. That's terrible. Seems to apologize in a big way. Save our souls. Everybody's innocent till proven otherwise, you know? Don't know what I'm getting into, do I? I won't be a second. I just thought I'd put this in for you. It's adorable. Here he is on YouTube as well. He's got his own little playlist. Why I'm not being removed from having human rights violations and war crimes afflicted on my every moment of life. My name is RONALD LOPEZ. Wow. That's terrible. Okay. Sorry about my stomach. Isn't that getting your human rights taken away from you doing something that disgusting? It's deplorable. There's no excuse. Just a dirty pervert. It's because I'm eating mint. Yeah, fancy admitting that. Such a dumb ass. And with the music he likes. So he has just no taste. New Mexico Federal Court. Albuquerque resident was sentenced in 2011. I think it was over bank robbery. And then his ex-wife has got a restraining order. Interesting. Does seem to fit the profile as well as image. If you remember my last video, I spoke how feminine his eyes look. Well, a lot of Spanish men have very long eyelashes. My bad. You seem to get offended that we're all calling him a girl. Yeah, I am not sure about the Nancy Guthrie case. I don't feel that this person, Tim, to me, with the shaped eyes and everything. Well, thanks for listening, and please go over to Doug's channel. I'll bring it up for you again. Doug Live, Northport. Damn lads.
Clue that ties us all together. And
Doug,
you're not going to believe this.
thank you for an amazing video for me to react to and bring some
RONALD
fans.
LOPEZ that's older, maybe.
And I'll put his link in the channel. Yes, it's a revelation indeed. Stunned. I'm stunned somebody's got some common sense, at least in this channel, you know. Well, thank you very much for listening, and I'm sorry I'm eating sweets, my throat's sore. And I'll be back soon, I hope. Take care for now. Bye-bye.